didn't see that the other one. This one is red. The other final wasn't red.
No, this is
The heater.
Oh.
So I think it turned out. But it worked. Yeah. I heard. I can't feel anything. All this. I know some heaters like go red.
Oh, the way. I would think that
Yeah,
if
I
we're
never saw the
this
red.
much,
And I'm surprised
I
that
know,
my
yeah.
phone didn't collapse.
I would think.
Because it collapsed once at the zoo. It was
I'm
minus 10.
speaking as an individual.
Shut down. The newer the phone, it's more delicate. I don't know what it is. No, actually, the one you guys have here is pretty good. It still has the button or no? Those were the years. Thank you everyone for your patience. We're about to begin.
יענכני במקלט צדק למען שמו עם כי אלק וכיצל מוות לא ידרע כי אתה עמדי שבטך ומשענתך המה ינחמוני תערוך לפני שולחן נגד שורדיי דשענת בשמן ראשי כוסי רוויה אך טוב וחסד ירדפוני כל ימי חיי ושבתי בבית אדוני לאורך ימים.
The words of the 23rd Psalm, a Psalm of David. Adonai is my shepherd, I shall not want. Giving me repose in green meadows, leading me beside the still waters to revive my spirit. Guiding me on the right path, for that is God's essence. Though I walk through a valley of the shadow of death, I fear no harm, for you are with me. Your staff and your rod comfort me. You prepare a banquet for me in the presence of my foes. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and kindness shall be my portion all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you to everyone at home for tuning in. My name is Rabah from congregation Shaarey Zedek. and it's my great honor to be here officiating the funeral services for Sean Guttman of blessed memory. Sean was also known by the Jewish people by his Hebrew name, David Israel ben Yosef et Zipporah, Zichrono Livracha, blessed memory. He was the son of Joseph and Faye Guttman of blessed memory, the brother of Yvonne and Joe, Neil and Shaarey, Heidi and Harold. Sean passed away at the age of 58. We read in the Mishnah, which is the compendium of oral law for the Jewish people. So we read there that one day Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, very famous rabbi, said to his students, "Go out and observe which is the right way which a man should cleave." They went out, they came back. Rabbi Eliezer said, "A good eye." Rabbi Joshua said, "A good friend." Rabbi Yosef said, "A good neighbor." Rabbi Shimon said, "Foresight." And finally, Rabbi Eleazar said, "A good heart." Said the teacher to the students, "I prefer the words of Eleazar, a good heart, for in his words, your words are included." Another day, Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai said to his students, "Go out and observe which is the evil way which a man should avoid." They went out, they came back. Rabbi Eliezer said, "An evil eye." Rabbi Joshua said, "An evil friend." Rabbi Yosef said, "An evil neighbor." Rabbi Shimon said, "One who borrows and does not repay." And Rabbi Eleazar said, "An evil heart." Said the teacher to his students, "Again, I prefer the words of Eleazar, for in his words, your words are included." So Rabbi Yochanan prefers the words of Rabbi Eleazar, a good heart, because one who has a good heart will do the best they can to be all of the other things mentioned by the other rabbis. A person with a good heart will do whatever he can to be a good friend, whatever he can to be a good neighbor, whatever he can to be generous to his fellow human beings. Today, we are saying farewell to a man who had a good heart and did the best he could in life. Sean had a special place in the heart of his family, and he always remembered to call everyone to wish them happy birthday. He was a kind and thoughtful soul that didn't have it easy, but nevertheless never lost his good heart. A good heart that was appreciated by the people who got close to Sean to get to know him better. Unfortunately, in this global world, it's common for families to take separate ways and move to different cities. That brought some physical distance between Sean and his siblings. But it was worth mentioning that at this time, when we are saying goodbye to Sean, Heidi and Yvonne were able to come to the funeral, and Neil, unfortunately, was hit by one of the winter viruses and that's the reason why he could not be physically present at the funeral. So I hope, Neil, you're watching online, and we wish you a speedy recovery. So in this time that we are accompanying Sean's soul to the Olam Haba, to the world to come, we have a few more words to say about him. So I would invite a couple of people that knew him very well. So I would like to start with Kelly. I'd like to invite you to come to the microphone to eulogize Sean.
There's so much to tell you about Sean, aka Lansky. First off, I would like you to realize that there was no other person in the world that exists as caring and as giving and as loyal, intelligent and supportive and as truthful as him. For 30 years, he has been my love, my best friend, and I can honestly say I don't know how to do life without him. From a quick question on the posted speed limit to serious questions in regards to business, religion, and pretty much worldwide issues, he could tell you what the world wanted you to think, to the reality of the situation but he would always take the time to listen, compromise, and definitely make you understand why he believed what he did. He was the most amazing, compassionate friend, partner that you could ever be blessed with. But if you crossed him, watch out. He was very set in his ways, grumpy a lot, which he had reason to be, because he lived in constant, excruciating pain every second of every day with no end in sight. But we kept hoping and trying to find a solution, which was not forthcoming. I've got to say, Sean saved my life, and with his support, I grew to be an amazing person. And he never gave up. No matter how daunting the truth could be, we would just sit down and try to figure out how we were going to get through the present crisis. His health was a constant concern, and if it wasn't battling the medical system or government system for them to do right, then he was assisting his friends to get through hard times. He cared too much sometimes at the cost of his own good. But I've got to say, there isn't another person that exists as caring, amazing, and that everyone that had the privilege of having him in their life doesn't owe their here and now on him. And we cannot even begin to imagine how empty it will be without his humor, his amazing advice, and constant helping hand that he gave out without a thought to his own personal cost. I can't accept him being gone because he was my soulmate, my bestest friend, and I loved him more than anything in the world. Lansky, you will be forever missed, and we all love you for your input in our lives will forever change the outcomes of our futures. Thank you for having me as part of your life, and it was way too soon for you to have been taken. We had so much left to do together, so many future plans. We love you, my Oompa Loompa.
Thank you, Kelly. We have one more eulogy. Sorry, I can't remember your name. Sorry? Sammy, please. Please come to the microphone. We'll appreciate to hear from you.
I have it written down, I think. I'm a bit nervous too, but let's start with my sister. She couldn't be here today, so she just wants me to say this first before I get into mine. My sister met Sean, I think, like 3 times, and she loved him right off the bat. So she invited him from that, or she knew him more than 3 times, but on the 3rd time she met him, she had him over for every family get together. He was like invited, and not only invited, but he was also the guest of honor. Like Sean, we loved Sean, but that's not what she wrote. It is, here it is. Sorry, I'm not good with these things. Just bear with me here. Okay. Okay. She said Sean always made everyone feel so good about themselves. She said that every time she would walk into the room or like see him, he would like make you feel like you were the best person I know what she meant. He would make you feel like you were just an amazing person. Like he would shower you with compliments. Like he was just so nice. She also wrote, okay, this one she wrote, he was a part of our family. He really was. And she barely knew. She knew him. Like she didn't know him, and she wanted him a part of the family right away. And so, and did not only attend all our gatherings, but he was also our favorite guest. We were always most excited to see Sean. And he loved Hans, that's my son, and treated him like his son. And she says that she'll miss his conspiracy theories and radiant smile. Because Sean, oh my gosh, Sean, you and your conspiracy theories were crazy. Like, it was so funny. Oh, he was so funny. He was funny. We would laugh. Neil would call it snide remarks. I know about. Told me what he said, and but they might have been snide. But man, they weren't wrong. He was so funny. Sean and he would laugh, hearty laughs. Like, I don't want anyone to think that he was. I had it written. I'm not reading it. It's just from my heart. I don't want anyone. I know he was in a lot of pain, but between Kelly being there, I'm sure she kept him on his toes and gave him lots of excitement in his life for sure. The other love of his life was that silly cat of his. Has a cat, Chicken Little. Say, did you meet Chicken Little? Oh, he loved that cat, and that cat loved him so much. I think the other loves he loved was my son, of course, and me, Kelly. Kind of ranting here now. I'm gonna miss him, that's all. And gosh, I had it all written. So he filled my heart with love, and today he made it heavy. Just a heavy heart. I think that's it. It didn't, yeah.
Thank you so much for those heartfelt words. Anybody else? Yvonne?
Thank you all for being here. As the rabbi said, I've been away from Winnipeg for many years, as have Sean's other siblings. So it was a little difficult to keep in touch with him, and he was often not feeling well, and he wasn't driving, and we didn't see him as much as we would like to. And this is just like really hard to understand. But going back way before his very good friends, Sean was my baby brother. He was 14 years younger than me. And I used to take him on my dates. And he was always very jealous because I was his big sister and he wasn't sharing me with anyone. And I remember distinctly, I took him with me once and he kicked my date in the leg because he just didn't want him there and he didn't want to share. So it goes back a long time, but little Sean with the curls and the blonde hair is what I see when I think of Sean, because it's just been too long that we've been close because of distance. And no matter what, Sean, you're still my baby brother, and I will miss you. And the only hope that comes to me is that you'll be with Dad and you'll be with Mom, and they'll be so happy to have you there. And you take care of each other and watch down on us, and we'll be thinking of you.
Thank you so much. Heidi.
also want to thank everyone for coming. I'm Hetty. Sean was my baby and my baby brother. I was the youngest for 8.5 years before Sean came and ruined it for me. But we loved each other. And this is just not right and not real. But I'm glad that Sean's new friends came, because it makes me feel good, because they know Sean as we knew Sean. A good soul, a good man, a good heart, like his dad. And like my sister said, they're together now, which is all we can ask for. But I love you, Sean. I'm going to miss you.
Thanks again for your words, all of you. I'm going to continue now with a memorial prayer, the El Maleh Rachamim. El Maleh Rachamim, Shochem Bameroimim, Hametzei Menucha Nechona, תחת כנפי השכינה ומעלות קדושים, קדושים וטהורים כזוהר הרקיע בעשירים את נשמת דוד ישראל בן יוסף וציפורה שהלך לעולמו בעבור שאנו מתפללים ועד הצקרת נשמתו בגן עדן בגן עדן תהי מנוחתו לכם בלרחמים אז תראיו בסדר כנפיו לעולמים וצרור וצרור החיים החיים את נשמתו אדוני ונחלתו וינוח בשלום על משכבו ונאמר Amen. Exalted, compassionate God, grant infinite rest in your sheltering presence among the holy and pure to the soul of Sean Guttman, who has gone to his eternal home. Merciful One, we ask that our loved one find perfect peace in your eternal embrace. May his soul be bound up in the bond of life. May he rest in peace. Let us all say, Amen. The mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabah v'yalmad yiverach yiduteh v'yamlich malchuteh v'chayachon u'vyomechon u'v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael v'agala u'vizman karim v'yimru Amen. Yehe shemei Rabah mevorach le'alam u'le'olmei olmaya ברח, וישתבח, ויתפאר, ויתרומם, ויתנשא, ויתהדר, ויתעלה, ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה, ויחו, לילה, מכל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, למירם בעלמה, ויאמרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו, ועל כל ישראל, ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום עם ברומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ויאמרו Amen. Well, we have one more thing to do here at the cemetery. and which is to participate in the burial. After that, everybody's invited to the meal of consolation. Which hotel? Fairfield Inn. Next to the Walmart and Ellis. Okay. Fairfield Inn. If you're at home, you want to go, you can Google it. So everybody's invited to come and to participate in this meal of consolation. But the other thing is, it's very important, according to the rabbis, is the highest act of kindness that you can do for somebody when you participate in the burial. So everybody here will be invited to take a shovel and to put at least 3 shovels full of earth on top of Sean's coffin before you leave the cemetery. I would like to invite the sisters first and then everybody else. If you feel that the ground is too hard, there is a white bucket with fine gravel. It's still okay to use that one if you need. Thank you everyone for coming out. Thank you everyone at home. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shabbat Shalom everyone.